Hiya, it's Jason in Jason's Jungle. It's the end of August, so let's have an end of August plot tour. Here we are at my gate, and well, you can see the blackberries are going black, and we've had a few pots off of these so far. Raspberries are starting to turn red. So these are the Joan Jays, and over here you can see the apples are doing quite nicely. So we're in the jungle, and you can see that the rhubarb's still going mad, and the strawberries have been hacked back and are now in second life. I doubt we'll get any strawberries, second lot of strawberries off them, but they're giving it a try. They've got the flowers. Here's one of the salad beds. So it'll be coming out soon. A lot of it's starting to bolt, but there's still some decent stuff in. Some lettuce, coriander, parsley, some chard, and well, this will be where I'll put me overwintering onions this year, which is going to be a bit of a testy thing because this is where the onion rot was. So we'll see how it goes. Another salad bed. We've got rocket, Minoka, broccoli rabe just went straight to flower, perpetual spinach, pak choy and all that stuff. So that's coming along okay. Some of it's doing a lot better than others. And I'll be filling the gap with things that are going on, and I'll be sowing over the next couple of days. Here is a bed with sprouts and some okra in. The okra is massive over the sprouts, but the sprouts are looking healthy. They got attacked by pigeons at the beginning of the year before I managed to get this net up, and we're just little slivers. So, well, I say beginning of the year, beginning of the month. So they've grown back quite nice. Some are better than others, but they're still all coming along nicely. So they should be ready in time for Christmas. Here's the Minoka bed, which is doing quite nicely. It has had the yellow flowers on it, and now it's just wait till Christmas for this to die down and to be dug up. Opposite the Minoka bed, you can see the bed's got the dahlia in, and it's massive. Put this in a few years ago. It survived eating, but this is the only one I had left out of all of them, and it's been here year after year. Never dug it up. Bees, just look at the bees buzzing around it. Hopefully you can see them. Well, it's got lovely bloom and gorgeous foliage, which is why I kept it. However, it is taking over most of the bed and an entire path. This bed also is where I put in the broad beans, so they're coming along okay. It's got scorzonera, which refuses to die, bits of buckwheat which I never managed to pull out properly, and hopefully we'll get these beans in November. This is the August zone of salads. I've got spicy leaf, I've got that red K something, KX1 I think it was called, kale. So lovely leaves on that. Here we've got, I think this is broccoli rabe. This one is chicory. Then we have rocket, and next we have the lettuce. Now the carrots. It was pelting down with rain the other day, so as soon as it started peeing down like a vertical river, I ran down because I wanted to thin the carrots out in the rain so that the smell got washed away. Then I've got lettuce, and I've got the radish. This is the long red one. Then I've got spinach, and then I've got lamb's lettuce. A couple of plants seem to have been eaten by something, but the rest of them are doing quite nicely. Here's the courgettes. Now these two plants have been producing great. It's been doing 3 households. There's nothing quite ready yet. I picked them all yesterday, but there's at least one ready in a couple of days time too on that one. And this one has got 3 arms going on it with loads of courgettes still to come. Behind it, that's my yellow courgette, which hasn't produced anything yet. And then I have courgette Black Beauty, which is starting to get some courgettes on it. So basically I was hoping that this would then continue the season on from the previous 2. However, they haven't stopped. And this is just starting, so we should at least still get some. Looking here, you can see there are 2 or 3 immature fruits on the courgette. Over here I threw some peas in the other day. These are an early variety, round pea, so these should hopefully set fruit in pods before the first frost in the end of October. Behind that we've got a stray ochre. Don't know how it's got in here, I've never grown it in this bed, but it's got in. On the side of in between the 2 plots is the fruit and fence. This has got me gooseberries down the bottom, which produce loads and needs to be cut back a bit. The red currants, which the birds love. It's got a kiwi vine that had flowers but no fruit for the last couple of years. And then it's got my grape vine. Now I'm going to go around to the grape and get a bit closer to it. And you can see we've got fruit that is ripening. And there's loads of it. Small bunches, but quite a few of them. I think next year I'm going to have to manage it a lot better. So I need to tie it up, and I need to prune it back and get the framework done properly this year, because it's just been sprawling. And also reduce the number of grapes on it. The birds loved it. I had some nice bunches of ripe grapes, black grapes down here, and the birds loved them. Yeah. So what I'm going to be doing is putting, I don't want to net the whole thing, so I'll be putting individual bags over the actual grape bunches. So that's the thing to work around for next year. Now there were caterpillars in here, and I went through yesterday and got everyone I could find out. Looks like I'm going to have to take some of the broccolis. They're about to bolt, so I'll do that and leave the side shoots. Now if you look in here, you might be able to make out that there is quite a lot of thin stalky bits left of the brassicas there. So that's the damage caused by the butterfly caterpillar. So I found quite a few, squished them all, found 1 pupa, which definitely don't want in there because that'll be next generations being laid in it. So these are supposed to be calabrese, sprouts, and I think these were cauliflowers. This is my tree spinach. This was self-seeded all over the place last year, from the plants I grew last year. I transplanted them earlier on, beginning of June, and they just grown from what were tiny little seedlings into this. All you do is you nip out the top, and that's the harvest, and then these little shoots grow more, so they'll grow out into new branches, which will then nip off and they'll grow out into new branches. And it's quite dense, and it's absolutely brilliant in the heat, so very good spinach flavour. And so if you want your spinach during the summer, it's good to have it. Good to have this. It's called magenta spreen. I think you can guess why.